Hello, welcome to this video. Welcome back if you're a subscriber. And today I'm with my husband, and I'm just going to have a quick disclaimer. This is a fictional story that we're going to talk about. If it sounds like anyone else's story out there, then it's just a coincidence. So let's dig in. Hi.
Hello, I'm Mr. Husband.
Right. Okay, and so in this story, this story is about a wife who has refused to take her husband's surname, and it means a lot to him. And also, she has refused to give their children that they've had together. She has refused to give them their father's surname, and this has caused a lot of problems from the husband himself. He's not happy with it, and his family, so their wife, his in-laws, are really not happy about the fact that she doesn't have her husband's surname, and the children don't have their dad's surname, and this is the family name. It's very important to them that it's passed on down the generation, and the fact that she's refusing, it's a big problem in the husband's family, and the husband, like I said, is not happy. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, so does the husband's surname, like, will it become a middle name instead? Or will it just like, would the guy's surname not be part of the family, the kids' uh full names in any way whatsoever?
It'll be just like a nickname.
Well,
So they'll
nickname.
have like their own names. The children have their own like first name,
Yeah.
and then like, okay, not a nickname, but like a middle name, like you said. So then the middle name will be their dad's family name, and then
Uh,
their surname, which is the surname will be the mother's surname.
right. So why would I don't know, maybe it depends on like the culture
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Cause I don't know too much about surnames, and I know like surnames are relatively recent. I know like in the first century, not many people had like surnames. Like if you take the New Testament for example, like there's people called Simon Peter or John Mark or odd surnames,
Mm,
but normally the surnames would be associated with where they're from
mm.
or what their profession is, like John the blacksmith or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
So it obviously depends on culture,
yeah.
and depends on, or in this case, probably like the status behind the surname. Does the man come from a rich family, a famous family?
Yeah, in this case, so the man is from a rich family, very respectable family, and they really, really respect their surname. It's very important to them that, if possible, all the children, the name, especially the male, um, pass down that surname down the generation. Um,
Right, but um,
Even some of the women in their family, they even themselves, they've kept their name, their family names.
oh, yeah, sure, but like, where is this family like known for good things or for bad things? Like come from a gang, like mafia, like maybe the last name is maybe the last name is Soprano or something like Italian, or what have you? Like maybe the association of the last name is to do
Mm,
with something terrible. Um, like the family could have a terrible past, or even as they're coming up with what the children's last name should be or what the wife's last name should be.
mm.
Maybe at that point in time, um, the family have the man's family background is probably, I don't know, cursed or part of a gang
Yeah.
or
Right. So
whatever. Which doesn't really make any sense anyway.
yeah, because
Because
why
why
would
would
she
you marry someone like
marry?
that?
Yeah, unless she found about it after marriage. But then it's too late at this point because they love each other. Because even if the husband is not happy with the decision of not taking his last name,
Yeah.
his family name, there's no way he's going to divorce her because he really really loves her, and she loves him. It's just the name that is an issue for her, and he's not willing to leave her just because of a name. At the end of the day, to him, it's just a name.
What if the guy's last
But
name? What if the guy's last name is like, let's say, um, Tony Fart or
what?
um, David,
Well, that's his name. So
um, I don't know, some
she just
there's
doesn't like.
something daft, like a daft second name,
Well, all names, if it's your name, it's your name. There's no such thing as daft
or
name.
bend over or something. There's something
What?
well, we have to say no pun intended, right? But every time, because after every time you say the last name, it sounds like something dirty or something
Well,
mildly inappropriate, or just something whereby, like, you listen to it now, right? The kid's last name is X, and then they end up getting bullied in school, or the wife is like, or at the airport, um, the last name's what, Peter File, like, you know what the Americans say,
mm,
instead of pedophile, they say pedophile, but it's
right, they
actually
change. Yeah,
Peter File or something like that, like a
yeah,
double barrel name,
yeah.
and
Kids could easily pick on that and
or
just
hey Peter, Mrs. Peter
bullying.
File, no, see hearing that nonsense in the airport, or as your name's been called out, or the point is like
They don't like
the
the way
name
the
is
name
just, there's
sounds
something wrong with the name. It's
because it
embarrassing,
just, yeah, 'cause it
and
sounds.
therefore I don't want to have it on the birth certificate for the kids. Don't want to have it. Well,
As her own name.
as the last name. Don't want to have it on the marriage certificate or whatever.
Mm, yeah. Anyway, so she doesn't like that last name. She just hates it. She loves the person, but she just can't stand the way that last name sounds. She can't imagine herself being called that name, like
Yeah.
Mrs. We're not gonna say that name, but Mrs. Whatever. She can't stand it. She loves the people. It's just that she feels like they should have chosen better surname. um, but yeah, she's not gonna leave him as well because of his surname. But at the same time, she doesn't want to be called that name. But to her, it doesn't mean they're not married. It doesn't mean they shouldn't be married. It
Oh,
doesn't act. To her, it's just a surname, and there's no way she'll let her kids have that surname just so that they can be uh, taken. Kids can be tricky and being picked on because of a surname.
right, okay.
So she doesn't want kids to experience that because of a name that the parents chose to give the kids.
Yeah, but
So yeah,
imagine the name was associated with like a family curse. I watched that film recently. What's it called? Iron Claw. Right. It's about this family of not like this wrestling family business where a man and a wife, a husband and wife, raised um four sons, and they all like became wrestlers. But one of them died one after the other, right? And so what happened? What one of the oldest brother, aka Zac Efron, with the brand new chin or jawline, he uh he was the only one of the siblings who got married. He had two kids, but named the children no, the last name. I didn't give his own surname uh for the kids to take on because of um the the possible curse that he thinks he has within his own family, because all of his brothers were dying or getting injured. Well, in the end, I don't want to spoil the movie for you, uh, but it really doesn't end well.
hmm.
Yeah, for that family.
I haven't watched the movie.
But it is a good film. It's like 2 hours long. Um, so because of the curse, or at least he thinks there is a curse in his family. Um, by adopting that, having a last name, that could be the reason for the curse. Therefore, by changing the name to the mother's last name instead, with regards to naming the kids,
Mm.
thereby disrupting the curse, ending it, you know,
Yeah.
with the last sibling in in that family.
Mm.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be the case. Uh, obviously, the question's very open ended.
Yeah, but the in-laws
Mm.
are after her. They're not giving them any peace. They're not giving them any peace at all. Every day they want them to change the kid's name into the family name, and then well, they can't force her to say her husband's name, but at least the children, because those are not just her children, they're also the husband's children. So they're always on their case. They don't get along at all because of that. There's always a problem for them. Now the question is, should she, for the sake of peace, for the sake of the family getting back together,
Yeah.
should she change the kid's surname back to their father's name, or just keeps it the same and continue the battle with the in-laws, endless battle, because the in-laws are not giving up. They're not giving up until those kids have the father's surname, because they believe that's how it should be, and they don't care the reasons behind it, her reasons behind it. They don't care. They think those reasons are not valid at all,
What you said, the
according to
in-laws
them.
are fighting
Mhm.
to keep the
To change
husband's surname as the kid's last name.
yeah, they want the kids to have the father's name,
Yeah.
not the mother's name, surname, because they believe that for them, according to them, the in-laws,
Yeah.
that's how it should be.
Well, yeah.
Well, the
Of
wife,
course.
the wife thinks it doesn't have to be that way.
Mm.
You know.
Well, it sounds like it's a
So it's a
class of cultures.
yeah clash, isn't it?
Yeah, I think in Chinese culture, like they do things a bit backwards there. Like in Africa, the man provides a dowry for the woman. But I think in China or whatever, no, is it China or is it India? I don't remember which one.
I'm not
But
sure.
it's the woman who provides the dowry for the husband. Because in in whichever one of those cultures, which I'm correct in identifying, the husband is the prize. Yeah. So they do things backwards there. So it could be the same with the surname. So obviously
Yeah.
it depends on what culture they're from or
Yeah.
whatever. So
I mean, this is another thing. Like when people get married, I mean, it just depends. Some people prefer to marry their own. That way, there's not gonna be any problem with
their own what
clash. Like
first cousin marriage.
no, 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 like that. Like at least marry
Oh, you mean someone
from
from
your
the
same
same
culture,
culture?
someone from the same culture as yourself.
Yeah.
Because at least you will understand the culture instead of marrying someone completely from a different background, different culture, different race, all that. They because they believe if you stick within your own at least culture, race and everything, then it's easier. The marriage will be easier, not just in the marriage itself, but also with the extended family. So the in-laws they will understand each other more, and then they can also help with the newlyweds, helping them along the way with the marital issues and stuff like that, to keep them together so the marriage lasts. And that makes sense, right? but it doesn't always work.
Well, it depends on the type of culture.
Yeah.
Not all cultures, like not all religions, are created equal.
Mm.
Some are better than others.
Mm.
So, I feel like Indians used to have this practice called sati,
Mm.
where so that
Okay.
so where the husband when the husband dies, well, thank God it's banned now. Thanks to Christian missionaries. So when the husband dies, the wife, even though the wife is well and healthy, the wife has to die with the husband. I think she dies by burning as well. Horrible death or burial. Either
Okay.
way, it sucks for her.
Mm.
So not all cultures are created equal.
Yeah.
You know, some are definitely better than others. You
Mm.
know, obviously it doesn't sound very um, tolerant and accepting. Of course not.
Yeah.
How would you like to feel if you have to die
Okay.
or be unalived um, because your husband has been unalived too? But this is where I'm gonna stop anyway. So
Yeah. So we're gonna stop there, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for listening, and feel free to comment. Take care. Bye.